Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hingham Happenings. I'm Ryan Allen, and I'll be your host, so let's take a look at what's coming up during this episode. Youth soccer players lace up their cleats and train with the pros. A renowned arts festival marks its 59th year. Golfers tee off at Southshore's Country Club. Girl Scouts raise support for their beloved historical home. Friends of Hingham Harbor and the Harbor Master promote water safety and summer fun. An author showcases his futuristic sci-fi thriller novel at the library. And citizens line the streets in welcoming a United States Marine back home. All this and more coming up on Hingham Happenings. And our first story is here at Union Fields, where a bunch of kids got to meet the pros and play a little soccer just in time for the World Cup.
Today is the Hingham Youth Soccer Train with the Pros Clinic. We have two professional Revolution players, Patrick Mullins and Steve Newman, out here working with the kids, as well as our Revolution Academy. And they're doing all sorts of different drills, some stuff to get them to become professional players someday. We've been doing this clinic for 3 years in a row and had a long-running relationship with Hingham Youth Soccer for I think as long as we have been in existence, which is 1996. I think it's great exposure for the kids to see professional players in front of them. They are training with them today, and they're gonna go watch them play on Sunday. So to have that connection to these guys, they just played with, watching them at Gillette Stadium compete against some of the best soccer players in America is really cool. It gets them dreaming of becoming professional players themselves. They also get some great top-notch training from our Revolution Academy to guide them to becoming better players. The Hingham Youth Soccer Train with the Pros Clinic is happening today, right now, right behind me. The kids are going to train for 1 hour. They're going to go through a variety of different drills with our 5 Revolution Academy coaches. Afterwards, a couple lucky ones will shoot on the goal with a professional player in the net. There's going to be a couple prizes given away, and they're going to get autographs from the players afterwards. On Sunday, June 8th, the Revolution are playing the New York Red Bulls, and they will all go down to that game and watch from the same section of Gillette Stadium as the Revs take on our arch rivals.
So we just came to Hingham to do a little clinic. It's one of the youth soccer partnerships. So we come in, work on some technical skills with the kids, have a bit of fun with them, little small-sided games, just kind of give them a little taste of what the Revs Academy does, as well as bringing them in, get them excited for the Revolution, the games. They have a night that they're going to come on Sunday to watch the game, so it's great that they can see the first team players, as well as, working on a bit of the skills that the first team players would work on as well. I think one of the things is the player development, which is what we're all about. We try to make all our sessions fun, competitive, demanding and challenging, but like I said, it's also, it's a good push to have the kids come and see the games, really make the Revs their team. They are the professional club in the area, so we're hoping that they'll come and root for them. I've been with the Revs for about 8 years now. Getting a really good feel for what the Revs Academy does, as well as coming and being a true fan for the Revs. Coming down to Foxborough, to Gillette Stadium, watching them. It's a great family night to come to the games. Can come in, things like free parking and little things like that, to come in and be able to have an inexpensive night and come watch your local team.
And who knows, maybe some of those young stars might turn into future revs down the road. And we've crossed the pond into beautiful Cohasset for the Southshore Arts Festival.
Southshore Arts Center is a nonprofit organization, and our mission is to engage artists and to foster an appreciation and understanding of the visual arts throughout the region. So we think of this as a celebration of the arts on many different levels: craft, fine art, photography, you name it, we've got it here. When you buy an original artwork, you are supporting an artist in the region, helping them to raise the level of their work. It's a wonderful event, and to have all of this in one place on Father's Day weekend is very unique. Where we've been doing this for a number of years, and everyone looks forward to it. This Arts Festival is our 59th this year. We're looking forward to 60 next year. It's our signature event. Takes place on Cohasset Common every Father's Day weekend. It's 90 plus juried craft artists, a huge exhibition tent with a juried exhibition and a member show, a children's tent with art and art activities, a trolley ride to get here from the parking lots on Sawyer Street, food galore, music galore. So there's something for everyone.
I think that art is really important, and this event itself is a huge celebration. It's family friendly. It's affordable. A suggested donation at the door. It provides art for everyone, no matter what their ability, their age, their interest. It will inspire people who come. I think that's important. Families doing stuff together that's a little inspiring and not your average thing.
We celebrate local artists and actually regional artists, because many of the craft artists are from out of state, and many of the artists in the main tent are from New England states, Connecticut, Rhode Island. We have a huge juried show this year, 121 pieces, which was juried in May. And the member show is judged. We usually get very qualified jurors or judges to come in and take a look at the work. What we tell people to remind them to enter the festival is we accept work on Mother's Day for a Father's Day event. So if you can remember that, you'll be able to participate in our 60th Southshore Arts Center Arts Festival.
Cohasset sure does know how to display some great artwork. And at the Southshore Country Club, Tom Hoffman had his golf tournament played right here.
I'm Tom Hoffman. It's the HSP Tom Hoffman annual golf tournament. Scary. Well, we had a great golf tournament, beautiful conditions today. The fairway, the greens, fabulous. Everybody's raving about it. We had 27 foursomes play today. Inside the tent, we had a cooking demonstration from the folks at Crow's Landing, and then they had a wine tasting. And now we're going to go in and have the program inside. Announced 3 scholarship winners who are being received scholarships of $2,500 each. So there's the Will McDonough top male student athlete at Hingham High, the Will McDonough, top female student athlete at Hingham High, and then the Midge Durgan Leadership Award. Midge and Will were actually the founders of the Hingham Sports Partnership 21 years ago. Midge walked up to Will at a youth baseball game and said, I got this idea, let's meet. They sat around a kitchen table with a couple other people, and that was the start of the Hingham Sports Partnership, which in its history has raised about $2.5 million to invest back into the town of Hingham, athletic facilities, athletic opportunities, etc. Great turnout. It's the first time we've ever done this on a Friday. The tournament's normally been done on Mondays, but they picked Friday in early June. It's been great. Be here next year. You're missing a great event. It's local. All the proceeds go right back into the community.
This is a golf tournament that we have been running now for 20 years to raise money for youth sports, for high school sports, and for our athletic community here in Hingham. We've got a number of golfers. We've had a wine and food tasting, and now we're set to have dinner and give out our awards to our lucky winners of the McDonough and Durgan scholarships this evening. Turnout has been great. Southshore Country Club has really been fantastic in providing all the services that are needed here. We've had a beautiful day and a great day of golf. The sports partnership is dedicated to supporting Hingham, its needs, its athletes, youth, high school associations. Anyone that comes to any one of these events can donate money, and we're a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and everything that we receive goes directly back into the programs that we run here for our Hingham athletes.
Giddy up. Nice putt. Hit it. In the hole. Money. All right. Jump. Twice.
And at the same spot where the tournament was played, there was another event that celebrated the Girl Scouts, and they were also trying to promote a cause that would save one of their houses.
I'm here supporting Girl Scouts because I think that Girl Scouts provide a lot for our girls and a lot for our community. The girls have the opportunity to learn a lot of new skills. They get involved in several community service projects that help our community at large, and they develop leadership skills and increase their confidence. And I think Girl Scouts is a great program for all our girls as well as for the community.
Well, supporting the Girl Scout house because the Girl Scout house is unique. And I've been, part of this Girl Scout house since long before I was ever moved to Hingham, when I worked for the Greater Boston Council of Girl Scouts.
I think that the Girl Scouts offer a unique opportunity for girls to get outside and get moving and learn different skills that they might not otherwise learn in these days and times.
Girl
Scouts has been a great program for myself and my daughter. My daughter is currently a freshman. She would like to get her Gold Award. She's very motivated. Girl Scouts has been a great experience for her. She talks about it to everybody. It's just a wonderful opportunity.
Well, I mean, Girl Scouting has changed like everything else. But I think it's, again, you'd need something that would bring girls together as women, as future women, you might say, that would give them the confidence and the knowledge to be in the forefront of their community.
My favorite Girl Scout memories, probably 3 years ago now, we took our troop up to New Hampshire to Cranmore Mountain and did the ropes course up there. We spent all day. The girls had raised the money. They wanted to go on a zip line. So we sold enough cookies. We did a workshop or two, and we went up, I don't know, we drove up Friday night. We took them grocery shopping and made them buy the groceries, and they wanted to have enough at the end to be able to go get ice cream. And so it was interesting to see them choose, oh, we don't need the fancy spaghetti sauce. We'll get the cheap spaghetti sauce because we want that money at the end.
I think that the Hingham Girl Scouts has been around a long time, and it is a town treasure, the Girl Scout House, and I think that people really should support the Girl Scout House in any way they can, whether it's monetarily or through volunteering or having their daughter be part of the Girl Scouts. Really, anyone can volunteer to be part of the Girl Scouts in that community. You don't have to necessarily be a troop leader to be part of that.
Troop for everybody. The troops are very flexible. Some of them meet weekly, some of them meet bi-monthly, some of them meet monthly. But it's a great experience for the girls. It teaches them so many things. I know everybody talks about the cookies and you're just pushing cookies, but cookies teach them confidence, teaches them money skills, teaches them all sorts of stuff.
I recommend everybody in our community support the Hingham Girl Scout House. We've been around for 100 years, and I'd love to see it around for another 100 years at least. It's a great community building for everybody to use. There are a lot of girls that use it. There's a lot of benefits for the girls to be able to have that meeting place in town and to be able to do that all they do, earn badges, learn about community service and leadership, and become better people and help the community.
Hopefully that house gets saved, and safety on the water was highlighted at Hingham's Touch a Boat event.
What the aim of this event is to bring the families down here with their kids so the kids can meet the local harbor masters, see the boats, and get a little bit of education of what we do and how to be safe boaters on the water. Well, every year it's expanded quite a bit. We've had numerous new participants every year. So this year we got the aquarium here, Freedom Boat Club has come down, and we even set up a Southshore Harbor Masters booth here where we're serving free pancakes. So it started off with just a couple boats and people coming down for a tour and check them out, to all kinds of different events going on. Freedom Boat Club has a powerboat here for tours, and we even have a mooring barge out there on the dock giving people explanations of what they do for mooring work. And one of the most exciting ones is a lobster boat here with some different lobsters, crabs, and other sea creatures that have come out of the Hingham Harbor. It's put on by Friends of Hingham Harbor, and it's geared towards Hingham people and Hingham boaters, but ultimately we'd like to see this grow larger than that and really draw from some of the other communities and really get the word out there about the great things that we do as harbor masters and our friends on the water, the other things they do, such as the mooring providers and the lobstermen. So really draw from the other communities. You know, at a certain age, you're required to wear a life vest, but always bring your life vest out in the boat. Make sure that there's plenty for everyone, and it's a good thing to wear before you even leave the dock. If something happens, the last thing you want to be doing is looking for your life vest. But aside from wearing the life vest, also safe boating education. If you're in and around the waterfront, we offer safe boating classes here in Hingham and other communities. So check with your local harbor master, get signed up for one of the classes. That way, when you go out on a friend's boat or you go down by the waterfront, you'll have a lot of education in your mind so that you can have a safe, enjoyable trip.
Stay safe on the water this summer, and recently at the library, Don Hussey was here and he presented his new book, Chesapeake Station.
My name is Don Hussey. I've written this book, Chesapeake Station. The subtitle is It Began with Serenity. I can't tell you what serenity is. You have to read the book to find out what it is. And I wrote the book for the young adult audience in America, principally for the young people to become engaged in their world. And these are very talented young people, characters in my book that I think you can relate to, and you'll find some pride in knowing them. I love my characters. And when we go into episode 2, I'll bring those characters along with me. Some of them may not survive. But again, it's a work of fiction. It takes place in the year 2188. But I do come back into today's time frame to express my opinions about the political nonsense that seems to be going on not only in this country but across the world. In the pursuit of power, man often sows the seeds of his own destruction. It isn't by chance. It's fueled by ego and driven by man's inherent desire to exercise power over others. Once the basics of food, shelter, and the means to defend no longer play a dominant role, man focuses his attention on the pursuit of power. It becomes the main attraction, the intoxicant. The question then becomes, where are the limits and to what end? When hubris drives the man, consideration for others is often marginalized. As this mindset gathers momentum, he consciously ventures beyond his rational self to a place known to but a few. Ambition becomes the abiding master. It's across this threshold that greed takes hold, evolving into a deadly playground, in this case a playground of tyrants. The reader will be blindsided by a series of unexpected events driven by nuclear emissions, hellfires, mayhem, and extortion, all woven together in a fearful tale of evil on a grand scale. So there's a lot of nuclear incident and accidents in this book, and the main thrust is for young people to recognize that the world is a wholly different place than when I was growing up, and they need to recognize that it's extremely important to get involved with your world, get involved with what's going on around you, to understand the machinations of international relations and how nothing seems to be working now. And there's a very good reason for that. We don't have a responsible federal government. And at some point, that will change. And the damage that's being done between now and that day is very frightful. At some point, the young people have to recognize and be awakened by the fear and the threat of a country that is slip-sliding away into a place that has never been known in this country. This democracy was built on the lives and the blood and the sweat and the tears of millions and millions of Americans to give us the freedom that we enjoy today. And that freedom is being squandered, and the United States Treasury is being raided for political and personal gain. And the young people need to read those kinds of things in here, because there's a good deal of American history in here as well. One of the themes in this book, and there are several, deal with the use of nuclear weapons. And if nuclear weapons are not brought under control, it's very likely that at some point there'll be such a catastrophic event that the earth itself may be threatened. Chesapeake Station can be found on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. My website is donhussey.com. DonHussey.com. If you go to that website, I think you'll be impressed, because I was. It just went live the other day from California. It's a spectacular site, and it's a frightful tale, but it's a tale I want young people to read so that they can have some understanding as to what is going on in the world and what they need to do about it as they grow into adulthood.
Quite the sci-fi thriller novel, and our last story honors one local military serviceman on his journey back home to the US of A.
What do you think about this guy coming home to his hometown, been over there for 8 months?
Yeah, I'm thankful for his service. Too long ago, I was a 21-year-old Lance Corporal coming home myself, but I think this will be good to show that, that we do care about what, he's been doing, and, we appreciate it.
Mikey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you, brother.
What goes through you, Mrs. Leahy, when you see your town come out for your son?
It's wonderful. It's a great show of support, and it's wonderful for all the veterans, show support.
That was the most awe-inspiring thing I've ever seen. That was just stunning. We had no expectations for anything like that. That was the best thing I've ever been a part of.
What was it like to see your mom and dad?
It was when I first saw them when I got back. It was put a big smile on my face. I haven't smiled in a long time over there, but I finally did.
That's our show. I'm Ryan Allen, and remember, if you have any ideas that you'd like to see get covered and put on TV, please reach out to us at hinghammedia.org. We'll see you next time.